This episode is sponsored by True Choice Insurance. Here at True Choice, we take a different philosophy when it comes to providing you with your insurance options. We emphasize the value of the products we offer, instead of playing on the fear of you not being protected in your time of need. True Choice is affiliated with more than 60 insurance companies. This makes us one of the most independent agencies in the state of Texas. Please visit TrueChoiceInsurance.com for all your insurance needs.
Let's get it poppin', man, I'm simply ball dropping. Let's get it poppin', man, I'm simply ball dropping. You must love us cause you can't stop watching. You must love us cause you can't stop watching. Let's get it poppin', man, I'm simply ball dropping like it's New Year's Eve. Boy, it's James IV, that's Roman numeral 4. Off the top with the intro. What up, K-Sap, no cap, that's the big bro. You know the ladies hold it down for the team. We be the hottest on this YouTube screens. We got sports, media, news, that round table talk. Them other parts say you got the same sauce. Now, hit us in the chat, but no haters allowed. Send you to the block party, what you gotta say now? We on live, hit us up and subscribe. If you like it to share, show love instead of staring. Man behind the mic, numbers don't lie. Send me a super chat to all that may apply. Ain't no party like an SBD party. Let's get the show started, pull up, everybody. Come on. Let's get it poppin', man, I'm simply ball dropping. What? Let's get it poppin', man, I'm simply ball dropping. You must love us cause you can't stop watching. You must love us cause you can't stop watching.
Yes. You know who it is. It's your favorite host, the man behind the mic of the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast. Hey, Sap, what's up? Yeah, man, I had to come on here tonight, man, real quick, man. Got some interesting news that I want to share with you guys, man. Something that you guys been calling for, something that you guys been waiting for, and we finally put our minds together, and we finally got this thing in motion. But, hey, once you come in here, make sure you drop a like on the video. Hey, shout out where y'all watching from, man. Shout out your city and state, man. Put your city and state on the map. I see people falling through, but make sure you drop a like on the video when you come in. Make sure you share the video out, hit the like button. See my moderators in the building. I see Marlon Colsey. I see ADP Art Creation. I see my members in here, Miss Pamela. 62 All-Americans said first time catching it live. I'm the first. Man, appreciate you. Also, Pitama D16 said, what's good, K-Sap? First time catching the live. Hey, what's up, Nicole? Appreciate you tuning in. Yeah, you missed the live yesterday. There was one of them impromptu lives, man, that people was calling for. Because, I ain't been live in a minute. Try to get myself back in. Finally got myself back together, man, from a little health crisis. And then I was under the weather a little bit, so I finally got myself back in. I see you, Simply Sarah, and from Monroe, Louisiana. I got some people I kick it with down in Monroe. Marlon Colsey, Tracy, California. Marlon, I was just out in L.A. April the 10th. I was just out in L.A. Essie Thompson, Orlando, Florida. See you, aunties. Appreciate you coming through. Nicole, I'm back. I see Atlanta, Georgia. Grady Baby Apparel. Yeah. Lemon Roy James, 8758, coming in from ATL from Akron, Ohio. Dog Pound for life, man. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Yes. So yeah, I'm back. I'm back doing the lives. But look, I got a special announcement for you guys too. This is something that y'all guys probably been calling for. I've been seeing a lot of people, in the chat, talking about collaborations with people. But we put our minds together and we came up with a great show for you guys. Appreciate you, Simply Sarah. Yeah. So but y'all see the title of the show. That's a wrap. That's a wrap. Got to give it up to Andrew Berry and Todd Monken for cooking in the 2026 NFL draft, man. Nicole said drum roll. But for cooking in the 2026 NFL draft, man, addressing all the needs that we talked about for this Cleveland Browns team. But, I'm going to go ahead and spoil the news, quick, fast, in a hurry. But, this is kind of crazy, man, because we've been working on this, man. And I have to give a shout out to my guy, man, for, wanting to do this, man. So we're going to have a syndicated show every Saturday morning at 11 a.m. Central Time. I mean, times might change, but as of now, we're going to be dropping a show Saturday mornings, man. And no other than me and my guy, Big Snacks from the Yoshi Network. We collaborating together. We dropping a syndicated show. It's called Sports Life Trio. We're going to talk all Cleveland Browns football, everything surrounding around Shedeur Sanders and what this team is doing. And, that's what it is right there. Sports Life and Trio with K-Sap and Big Snacks. So y'all guys lock that in. So if you're not following my network, Simply Ball Dropping, and you're not following Big Snacks, make sure y'all following Big Snacks and make sure you're following Simply Ball Dropping so you can catch these shows, because we're going to simulcast it on each other's channel. So you can catch it on my channel and you can catch it on Big Snacks channel. And we're gonna bring it to you guys raw and uncut, man. No Diddy, raw and uncut. So yeah, so me and Big Snacks, we finally got together. See, I don't want to spoil the intro. I'm not even gonna roll the intro for the show tonight. I don't want to yeah, that's what we see. Lady Ray 50. Because the barbershop comes on at 8:00 early Saturday morning. So the barbershop is going to get y'all's attention and y'all going to be live and awoke. So as soon as that show goes off, that's when me and Big Snacks with the Sports Life and Trill is going to hit the airways. So we've been working on this, man. And like I said, I don't want to spoil the intro without Big Snacks saying I can spoil the intro, but y'all gonna love the intro. Shout out to Big Snacks and his man for putting this together, and his production team on his end that put this video together, man. But yeah, me and Big Snacks, man, we gonna cook for you guys, man, and we gonna talk about the Cleveland Browns. We gonna talk about everything surrounded around what Cleveland is going through. We're going to talk about the Cleveland media, the new media. We're going to talk about all the pieces that fit in place that they drafted. But it's going to be a great show, man. So y'all lock that in. If y'all go on my post under my community post and just look at the post that I made earlier. Also, you can go on Big Snacks as well. You can check out the headlines to the show. But shout out to Big Snacks, man, for wanting to do the collaboration, man, and putting this show together. So we're going to bring it to you guys because it's the new media, man. It's a new year, 2026. And y'all guys got to give a round of applause to Andrew Berry for what he did in this year's draft, man. He cooked this year. And shout out to Todd Monken, man, for shutting Mary Kay Cabot's ass up. And man, he put Mary Kay Cass on blast. Yeah, this is going to continue through training camp and everything. So we're going to bring it to y'all hot and heavy. we gonna take over these YouTube streets, man. This coverage of the Cleveland new media, we're gonna root them old Mary Kays out. We're gonna root out these Jason Lloyds, these Anthony Limas, Adam the Bull. We're gonna rule these cats out, man. So we gonna get it popping. So without further ado, man, but y'all see the title of the show, man. That's a wrap. And we got to get off into, Mary Kay. We got to say this first, man. Shout out to Todd Monken, man, for standing on business and not putting up with this nonsense, right? So basically, leading up into the draft, like I told you guys, it was always anybody but Shedeur throwing this narrative out there, man. Go get a quarterback. We need to get a quarterback. We need to get a quarterback. But not focusing on what the task at hand was. Like I was telling you guys, the franchise quarterback is there. Yeah, you can draft a quarterback, but this ain't going to be no quarterback of relevancy. It's going to be a quarterback that's going to be a prospect, somebody that they can have in the future that they can, build up. But the quarterback they selected in the 6th round, Taylon Green, that is a good selection because, he's 6'6", he's massive. You know what I'm saying? He ran one of the fastest times in quarterback history in the 40 at a 4.36, second fastest time ever. And he's 6'6", man. He got a cannon of an arm, but his completion percentage, only completing 51% of his passes, he needs work. So if you want to run some trickery or wildcat, formations with him and groom him that way, it can be successful because if he sees a crease, he can take it to the house. And that quarterback selection doesn't bode well for Dillon Gabriel. But I'm going to get off into this because the stuff that Mary Kay did is kind of crazy. Because if you're looking at what the Cleveland Browns did, Andrew Berry went out there and straight cooked in the first 2 rounds. You see, the first round, he got Spencer Spencer Fauno. He got KC Concepcion. And then in the second round, he got Denzel Boston, another big play wide receiver with a catch radius, 6'4", 216 pounds, red zone target. And then you went out and got the ball hawking safety, which they traded back into the, Andrew Berry traded back into the second round and got Emmanuel McNeil-Warren out of Toledo. He was the second best prospect safety in the NFL draft behind Caleb Downs. And what Emmanuel McNeil-Warren does is he's a ball hawker. He knows how to get the ball out of these running backs' hands and out of these, receivers' hands. You know what I'm saying? So you see what's on there. And then he went and upgraded some more in the 3rd round and got Austin Barber. And then what he pulled off in the 6th round is he added another quarterback, a prospect. So what does that mean for Dillon Gabriel? But at the same time, Mary Kay Cabot, she could not resist herself on focusing on quarterbacks because every time Mary Kay comes out and speaks, what does Mary Kay do? Always ask the question about what's going on in the quarterback room, right? So what Andrew Berry did in the draft was very impressive. And what Todd Monken did when he spoke to Mary Kay Cabot, he just destroyed her. He just strictly embarrassed Mary Kay Cabot. So let's take a listen on how Mary Kay Cabot got her feelings hurt and got destroyed by Todd Monken on this interview with Todd Monken. And Mary Kay Cabot was the first one to ask the question. Let's take a listen.
Mini camp, just the first one, obviously. So can you kind of share how did Deshaun and Shedeur and Dillon look in camp? Now you got all.
We just couldn't get past the draft and get right on to back to the quarterback. Anybody got some Miles questions too?
Now, guys, did you hear how Mary Kay Cabot jumped out there like a cabbage, all head and no ass, and how Todd Monken just shut that down quick, fast, in a hurry? We can't even get past the draft, and you still talking about quarterbacks. And that's what I wanted to tell you guys about the Cleveland Insiders. Their mindset ain't on about winning. They're so interested on what's going on in this quarterback room. But Todd Monken made it abundantly clear what's going on in this quarterback room. Shedeur Sanders is the guy. Shedeur Sanders is the guy. So let's continue to listen to what Todd Monken said.
While we're at it, I mean, hell, while we're just, here at night, first off, I'll address the question. First of all, it was awesome. 3 days, the weather was unbelievable to get out on the grass and pump the music and get fired up being together. And the neighbors complained and we didn't care. And we pumped up the music louder. If they don't like it, they can move. And so I didn't care. And it was like, being out there with the guys and just getting a little bit of a feel for who we have on our roster. And I thought all three quarterbacks at times you could see, the positives.
Now you heard what Todd Monken said? Do you hear what do you hear how Todd Monken shut that down? You see how quick, fast, and hurry Todd Monken just shuts Mary Kay Cabot down? And it's impressive the way he did it. And then Andrew Berry, he basically got pieces that he was not supposed to get. And then you go deeper into the draft. He got himself 2 exceptional tight ends to back up Harold Fannin Jr. because they lost David Njoku. They selected with the 248th pick. They selected the tight end Carson Ryan. So I mean, he was like, oh man. And then they got another linebacker and Justin Jefferson, not the one out of Minnesota. He's a wide receiver. But I just wanted to put that out there. But the first thing Mary Kay Cabot does, she wants to talk about the quarterbacks. Mary Kay Cabot, she writes articles, but then when she asks questions, she don't ask questions about the articles she write when she's talking about guys that you can projectively get. What she want to do is focus on, she wants to know what Todd Monken is thinking, and Todd Monken is not, he's not hinging on that. Yeah, can you tell us something good about Dylan? Yeah, I mean, there's nothing to say about Dylan, man. I just think with this selection, now you got 4 quarterbacks in your room now. Now you got 4 quarterbacks on your roster. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you got to look at it like this. That's a prospect. But do you need to carry 4 quarterbacks? So Dylan Gabriel, man, and then the narrative that we already know, the narrative that Mary Kay put out there. If y'all think Dylan Gabriel's an afterthought, you better pump your brakes. You heard she said that too, right? Let's get off into some of these comments. Debo said that's what Mary Kay wants. Yeah, that's what she wants. And Nicole said, look, Nicole, you absolutely right. She was too close to Kevin Stefanski. Too close. Hey, Lady Ray 50 said, that's why I like the new Cleveland, because you guys are going to debunk. Thank you, Lady Ray. That's what I've been saying. When they put that foolishness out there, we got to come and debunk that stuff, man. We can't let that stuff fly. D Will 1822 says, someone get her a desk face in the corner, please. Nicole says she's going to try to make a mountain out of a QB pick. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Not worried about. Look, she can't even give. She can't even give Andrew Berry his props. That's what's diabolical about it. She can't even give Andrew Berry his props for what he's doing with the new culture and the new movement going on in Cleveland. 2 years in a row, Andrew Berry has cooked in the NFL draft. And he's putting pieces together for now and the future, man. These rookie classes that Andrew Berry has drafted in the last 2 years, outside of Dylan Gabriel, has been spectacular. You saw what last year with Harold Fannin, Quinshon Judkins, Shedeur Sanders, and Carson Schlesinger. You saw what they was able to do on the football field. And the picks that he got this year, not only did he address needs, he killed two birds with one stone with the KC Concepcion trade. I mean, the pick. Because he's a special teams guy, punt returner. He can return punts. Nothing against Gabe Larvidan. He dropped a couple balls last year on special teams. Put Cleveland in a bad situation. But now you got KC Concepcion. And guys, Andrew Berry did say something that's very interesting, man. He said this earlier today, that Jerry Jeudy is the bell cow. Jerry Jeudy, he's not giving up on Jerry Jeudy. I know there was reports out there in the offseason that they could potentially move Jerry Jeudy. It still could be a possibility that they can move him. But right now, I think Andrew Berry is not, throwing the towel on him yet. Because now you got speed, you got route running, you got yak yardage, and you got a guy that can catch the ball and high point the ball with a big catch radius in the red zone in Denzel Boston. And I know a lot of people was, complained about KC Concepcion's drop passes, but look at all the catches that he made that was highly contested in traffic that he held onto the ball. Myles Garrett is still on the team. But outside of this, Andrew Berry cooked, man. If Cleveland improves that record from last year, from 5-12, and at least goes 10-7 or 11-6, Andrew Berry should get General Manager, Executive of the Year, man. He really comfortable, man, because now you're comfortable because I'm going to address that, Nicole. He's comfortable because the mole is out the building. Kevin Stefanski is out the building. Like you said, Nicole, Mary Kay was too close to him, and Mary Kay was causing a lot of confusion. But see, what this does with Todd Monken hired and what Andrew Berry did today, let's see how the Cleveland insiders respond Monday morning when they start running their shows. Let's see what kind of language they talking now. Let's see how they talking. Let's see if there's negativity there. Let's see if the first thing they lead out on is, they drafted a quarterback in the 6th round that can potentially upseat Shedeur Sanders and Deshaun Watson. Let's see if they lead out with that. Because if they lead out with that, it's still negativity from their Cleveland insiders in the Cleveland media. They still going to be focused on what are they going to do with Taylor Green. What are they going to do with Taylor Green? That's the issue. What are they going to do with Taylor Green? Is that going to be the focus on Monday? We got to pay close attention to that. If that's going to be the focus on Monday. If that's the focus, then the Cleveland insiders and the Cleveland media has an agenda. And you know that. Let's get off to the super chat. Shout out to JB Smooth 92 for the $5 super chat. He said Green's pick ends the Shedeur faith debate. Browns didn't take him to compete. They took him to replace DG. He fits Todd's style more than DG. JB Smooth, I totally agree with you, and I stated that earlier. What does that mean for Dylan Gabriel? Is that Dylan Gabriel's replacement? Does that flush Dylan Gabriel out? Does he go over there and get traded to his daddy and Kevin Stefanski in Atlanta? We're going to keep an eye on that because Taylor Green is a prospect, a developmental guy, somebody that can learn. So appreciate the super chat, my brother. Nicole said, yes, I already saw something about Shedeur Sanders got to watch. See, that's what I'm saying. That's the narratives that they want to put out there, Nicole. And see, look, the new media, we're not going for that. We're going to shut that down as soon as we see it. Kevin Stefanski don't want DG? Well, I mean, if Kevin Stefanski don't want him, who gonna want him? That's gonna be the problem. See, that's what that's look, Nicole, that's what they do. That's their talking points. They haven't focused on what KC Concepcion or Denzel Boston or Fanu or all these other draft picks bring to the table. I know these guys got to come in and play, but what Andrew Berry did, he drafted guys that can potentially come in and start right now on an NFL team, especially the Cleveland Browns. Why they call super chats? Super chats is when you pay for a comment that you want to be displayed, and the person running the show has to read off that super chat. Because all the other chats that are in the comment section, we don't have to post them to the screen. But super chats are priority. They come right up and you get your comment acknowledged from the person that's running the show. And that also supports the channel. And that also lets YouTube know that you're doing a great job, and they're going to keep you off in the algorithm. So when you drop these videos, they're going to recommend your videos to a wide, broader audience. And if you noticed, if you're ever in G. Bush chat, G. Bush be killing them. That's why G. Bush be in the rotation like that. That's why his shows garnish over all his live shows. He be having over 5,000 people in the building. We're going to get there one day, but this is a slow grind. This is a slow grind. And without you guys, I can't do it. So I appreciate everybody that supports the channel and sends the super chats in. Like I said, I mean, just do your boy a favor, man. You know, it could be $1 super chat. It don't matter. It could be a super sticker. But that just lets YouTube know the engagement is real. But yeah, back to what we talking about, man. So that's going to be the focus, Nicole. That's what they're going to do, Nicole. They going to lead off with, oh, they picked a quarterback in the 6th round. What does that mean for Shedeur Sanders now? What does that mean for Shedeur Sanders? Yeah, also, man, if you're not a member of the channel, man, get that membership. Man, I appreciate my girl, man. They're my girl right there, man. Reddick Milky Way, 9504. Reddick Milky Way always has been supporting me from day one. I appreciate the $10 super chat. Man, she is a pivotal part of the movement on the Simply Ball Dropping Network because she moderates all the other shows that run on my network. And she does a fabulous job, and she's been with me since day one. So shout out to Reddick Milky Way for always doing the things that she always does. So I appreciate you, my sister. And Reddick Milky Way has always supported me from day one. She has purchased some of my merchandise, man, not for just herself, for her family members. And we appreciate the love, Reddick. Always, always. What's understood don't have to be explained. Yeah, super sticker is, I mean, you 50-cent super sticker. All you got to do is hit the money sign, and it'll tell you all the options that you can do to donate to the channel. So I do appreciate that. Isaiah, what's good? Yes. But yeah, so much love in the chat, man. And that's why I have the moderators that I have, man. Y'all do an excellent job, man. Ever since Nicole has been a moderator, man, she has always showed love. She's always showed up, always on time, everything. So like I said, without the moderators of the channel, man, we can't move forward either because the moderators keep the chat respectful. So we appreciate all the moderators for doing what they're doing, man. Y'all salute to all the moderators in the channel. And like Big Snacks always say, man, you got to shout out to all the CU aunties, man. You got to shout out to all the CU aunties that have been representing, Shedeur Sanders every step of the way, for having his back and not letting us down. Yes. Hey, Resurrect Mims, I see you. I see y'all coming back. I see See, and that's the love that I have, man. I got people that's coming back to my channel, man, because they know I do all kinds of different shows, man. So, guys, if y'all would do me a favor, man, if y'all would go support my other channels that cover all kinds of content on the WNBA, they cover football, they cover college, they cover Angel Reese, man. They cover a lot of people, man. So if y'all get a chance, man, y'all go follow some of my other channels on my network, such as the Players Club, Cut the Ish, Real Talk Sports, Steady Serving ENT, Courtside Vision with So Pretty Tony. ADP is one of my moderators. Go support the channel. ADP, if you still in the chat, man, drop the handle so they can start following these other networks, man. And let's stick together as a community, man. So I appreciate all the love. Shout out to everybody. And I always say, man, when I do shows like this, guess what? I got my hitters with me. See, I got my shooters with me. So I appreciate the love, man. Appreciate all the moderators for doing their thing, man. But yeah, man, so this year is going to be very interesting for the Cleveland Browns, man. And all the negativity, like y'all said, like Shador said, we're going to block all that negativity out, man. This is the new media. This is the new Cleveland. This is a new movement, and it's a new culture. And like you said, you don't have to be a Cleveland Browns fan, but people are doing this and supporting Shador Sanders. He has brought so many eyes on the Cleveland Browns, and that's why when I did the show with G. Bush, we always talked about the new Cleveland, because Shador Sanders has put eyes on the Cleveland Browns that people would have never been interested in what Cleveland was doing if Shador Sanders was not there. And that's just keeping it 100. That's just keeping it a buck. And everybody knows my position. I'm a Minnesota Vikings fan, diehard Vikings fan. But I've been following Shador Sanders ever since he's been at Trinity Valley in the state of Texas. From his high school days up to Jackson State, up to Colorado, and now in the NFL. I've been covering Colorado content. All y'all got to do is go look at my catalog. I'm not no stranger to this, man. I just didn't all of a sudden just pop out of somewhere and start talking about Shador Sanders because he's a household name. Man, I've been covering Shador Sanders for the longest, man. People that's been on my channel, they know. What's understood don't have to be explained, man. What's understood don't have to be explained, man. Man, I've been with Shador and Prime Time and Coach Prime ever since the Playbook days, man. The shows on, these networks, man. Come on, man. This is new energy time, man. This is the new Cleveland, man. And Shador piggybacked off of what I've always been saying. I don't think the Cleveland insiders or some of these media members wanted Cleveland to win. Their focus was on just trying to dog Shador out. Anybody but Shador. You know what they do. You know what they do. And Miss Pamela, one of my faithful members. Yeah. Watching them at the preteens till, yeah. Man, I used to run into Shador. I ran into Shador, Shiloh, and Shalimon at the Allen outlets. When they was just little kids running around, snotty-nosed little brats, man. To watch them grow up, man. So what's understood don't have to be explained, man. But this year, man, it's going to be on and popping. And for those that are just now joining the chat, like I said earlier, man, if you're not following the Simply Ball Dropping channel or the Big Snacks channel, y'all better do that right now, because me and Big Snacks got a show, Sports Life and Trill, that's going to be dropping every Saturday morning. Me and Big Snacks, man, we're going to bring it to you, man. Shout out to my man, Big Snacks. I want to drop the intro, but I ain't going to do that without Big Snacks saying, go ahead and push the button. So I ain't going to do that. So I got to leave y'all a little cliffhanger. I got to leave y'all hanging a little bit, man, because, me and Big Snacks going to kill it, man. If y'all want to get all the information and y'all want to be parts of the show, we're going to have it for you. We're going to have the phone lines open. We're gonna have y'all gonna get a chance to call in and voice y'all's opinion, and we're gonna get it popping. So make sure if y'all not subscribed to Big Snacks channel, go over there and follow the Big Snacks channel. Make sure y'all following this channel because we're gonna give it to you guys raw and uncut, man. Raw and uncut. So basically, man, y'all gotta understand, pay attention to what's going on. Because like I said, if y'all want me to cover anything, right? If y'all not following my Instagram, Simply Ball Dropping, man, y'all can always DM me. Trust me, I'm not that type of person that's gonna leave y'all unread. I'm gonna look at it and I'm gonna respond to y'all, and we're gonna cover it, and I'm gonna give y'all a shout out. I always shout out people that send me stuff, that things they want me to talk about. I give y'all engagement. I ain't gonna leave y'all hanging, man. Y'all important. Y'all are really important. Brown Girl 877, awesome. And man, I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I think this is the first time I've seen you in the chat, man. So I appreciate you coming through, man. So if you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you got your post notifications on, because sometimes, man, when these lives are set up to go live, YouTube don't be pushing the notifications out, because I've seen a lot of people come in here and say, hey, I'm just now catching you, and I've been live for about an hour, and people are just now coming in. So, yeah. But Miss Pamela, I do appreciate that, man. So me and Big Snacks, man, we're going to be cooking. Yeah, a two-man 2024, 7 offensive players. Exactly. And we covered it. This, and look, this right here, I'll show you this real quick. And this was just in the first, this right here was just in the first 2 rounds right here. These was just the first 2 rounds right here. Look at the draft picks that he got. Let's dive deep into this, right? They said Spencer Fano was the best available offensive lineman in the draft, even though a lot of people was giving high praise to Francis Muwawi and Monroe Freeland and guys like that. And for Cleveland Browns to take Spencer Fano, they was on his big board. And then after Cornell Tate and Mekhi Lemon got off the board, you go out there and get the next best available receiver in KC Concepcion. And then you wait to the second round, not thinking that Denzel Boston was going to be there, and Andrew Berry poured it off again. Got Denzel Boston out of Washington. And then you heard what Andrew Berry said. Emmanuel McNeil Warren was the type of safety that he thought was going to be off the board. And he said they had a potential look at him at the 39th pick. But then he stayed on the board all the way in the second round, and Andrew Berry worked his magic and traded back into the second round and got his safety he wanted. And then in the third round with the 86th pick, you go get some more beef in Austin Barber out of Florida. That's how much Andrew Berry was cooking. That's how much Andrew Berry was cooking. So we got to give kudos for all the naysayers that was trying to throw shade on Andrew Berry last year and things like that, and said, nah, Andrew Berry is not, down for Shedeur and, all this and all that. He's helping sabotage, man. Y'all cut that out. Cut that out right now. I don't want to hear that. Get that negativity out. Get that negativity out. I don't want to hear that no more. This is the new media, man. We taking over. And look, we just following G. Bush's lead. We just following the barbershop's lead, man. And I appreciate everybody that's in the chat, man. Y'all do me a favor, man. Man, look, drop a like on the video. Please just if anything else that y'all can do, if y'all don't donate to the channel or anything like that, or send a super chat or a super sticker, man, just press the like button. It don't cost you nothing to hit the like button. All you got to do is pay attention. So y'all didn't catch that, right? The like button is free. The only thing that you got to pay for is just pay attention. All you got to do is pay attention and you'll learn something. That's all that is, man. And share the video out as well. Man, look, get us off in the algorithm, get us off into the next stratosphere, man, and let's do this thing. Marlon Kelsey, 8744, one of my awesome moderators, said, Brown Girl 877, welcome and enjoy the show. Y'all give Brown Girl 877 a warm welcome for joining the show. That's right, ADP. Tell them I got a whole empire production. And ADP, I don't know if you was here when I said, I was telling people, man, I got different shows under this Simply Ball Dropping Network. So if you could do me a favor, ADP, and drop the other channels so they can, start following the other channels, such as the Players Club, Cut the Ish, Real Talk Sports, Steady Serving ENT, the Four Court Trio, ADP Art Creation, Court Vision with So Pretty Tony, and Miss D. If you can share them networks in the chat, man, for people to go follow them, I would love that. I would love that. So these are people that are under my network that do talk about different sports. Like I said, they talk about the WNBA, they talk about college, they talk about the NFL, they talk about the NBA. So y'all go give them channels a follow too on your spare time, man. There's a lot of love that we can show on these YouTube streets. So I appreciate everybody. I appreciate that. Hey, Brown Girl, where are you listening from? Where are you coming in from? Where are you tuning in from? Represent your city and state, man. We got the spotlight on you tonight. See, when we see new folks in the chat, man, we give them a warm welcome and we put the spotlight on you. So where are you listening from? As y'all look in the chat, ADP is putting out all the other YouTube channels that are under my network that y'all can go subscribe to. Y'all just do me a favor. Are you from Dallas, Texas? Okay, you in the DF Dub. Okay, salute to you. Salute to you, Brown Girl. DFW. Yeah. But like I said, man, on Saturday mornings, man, we're going to have YouTube Airways on lock. The new Cleveland media is going to have the YouTube streets on lock on Saturday mornings. Right after G. Bush's show, G. Bush come on like at 8 o'clock Central Standard Time, and he rocks out. But we're going to get there. We're going to get there. We're going to get there, guys. Trust me. And like I said, Todd Monk is silencing these insiders up one by one, man. But he put Mary Kay on blast, man. He put Mary Kay on blast. So like I said, man, if y'all not following Simply Ball Dropping's IG page where y'all can send me what y'all want to talk about, y'all let me know, man. We can cook that up. Y'all can drop me a message, say, hey, KSAP, man, look, hey, you can talk about this. Yeah, Jeffrey Champion, he said, nah, I ain't talking about no quarterbacks, man. Let's talk about something different. Let's talk about something different. Let's talk about something different. And look, if you ever come across a CU auntie, man, show the love, man. If we got any CU aunties in the chat, man, drop a 1 in the chat, man. If we got any CU aunties in the chat, man. Man, I look, guys, I'm so eager to drop this intro with the Big Snacks and KSAP on sports. Man, look, I'm so eager to drop it, man. I don't think I can wait until next Saturday for y'all to hear the intro, because I want people to be in the building when y'all hear that intro. I want people to be in the building to see this intro, man. I'm had to leave y'all hanging, man. I'm sorry. I am sorry. I'll wait. Yeah. Tammy, I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait. I've been telling y'all that. Y'all see, the crazy thing about it, every time I kept doing videos talking about Todd Monken's been telling y'all who they focusing on, who that quarterback is, and everything that he said about we going to start the season off the way we ended it. Shedeur Sanders was on a 2-game win streak. He was quarterback 1. And then he said in an article that you'll know who the quarterback 1 is on the first guy that steps in the OTAs and the first guy that gets the first team reps. And who was the first guy to get the first team reps in OTAs? Shedeur motherfucking Sanders. Shedeur motherfucking Sanders. So put your wrist up. I ain't got my rollie on, but put your wrist up. So he been telling people, but you know, the likes of Jason Lloyd, Adam Bull, oh, he didn't say that. He didn't say that. Anthony Lyman, he didn't say that. He didn't come out and say that Shedeur is going to be, you know, QB1 for 2026. He never said that. But if you just listen to the new media instead of the old media, you'll know exactly what Todd Monken was talking about. Can I get a witness? See, look, this is what the Cleveland old media does. This is what the Cleveland media, old media is about.
They only here to cause confusion.
They only here to cause confusion, guys. They only here to cause confusion, man. Man, I just love the chat, man. They always told me I probably had one of the livest chats on YouTube, man. I got one of the livest chats on YouTube, man. And see, this is what I'm talking about. Y'all in the chat, y'all chatting up. We engaging, we politicking, and we talking football. We talking about everything that Cleveland did. And see, I want to show you guys something. I want y'all to circle back. This is what I want y'all to circle back to. Do y'all remember the start of free agency? Do y'all remember the start of free agency and what Andrew Berry started cooking up? Y'all drop a 1 in the chat if y'all remember the start of free agency on what Andrew Berry started. And he kept that momentum going into the draft. Do y'all remember what Andrew Berry started at the start of free agency? Let me show you what Andrew Berry started going into the start of free agency. This is what Andrew Berry started. Do y'all remember in free agency when it opened up? Do y'all remember when he went out there and pulled off a guy that used to protect Deshaun Watson in Houston? Do y'all remember that? Does this name ring a bell? Titus Howard? Somebody in an 8-year career has only given up 3 sacks in an 8-year career? Do y'all remember that? And then he didn't stop there. He went out and got Zion Johnson from the Chargers. And then the linebacker that they just didn't re-sign with Cleveland, they replaced him with another ball hawking demon on the defensive side, and Quincy Williams out of New York. And then he brought back Tevin Jenkins. And then he went and got a guard and a center, Elton Jenkins. So he started cooking right then and there. He was letting people know that all the old media,
They only here to cause confusion.
they was trying to cause confusion and take the focus off of what Andrew Berry was standing 10 toes down on. And Andrew Berry been trying to tell you guys, man, and Todd Monken ever since he was named the head coach of the Cleveland Browns. This is the new direction we going in. We're going to protect Shedeur. We're going to get him some pieces around him, and we're going to rock out. That's what he did. And I told you guys that you got to build in the trenches. It starts with the hard hats. It starts with the guys up front. the beef on the line, what that's going to do, that's going to open up the run game in Quinshon Judkins. That's going to open up the play action for Shedeur, and he's going to be able to hit his new targets that he got. They protecting Shedeur at all costs. And then Andrew Berry goes into the draft, and he cooks more. He cooks more. We got a troll in the building, guys. We got a troll in the building right now. No Fear is a troll. Y'all moderators, get on his head. He's trolling. Then he went out and cooked and got Spencer Fano. Then he got some weapons around Shedeur. KC Concepcion. Denzel Boston. Come on, man. This is what I'm talking about, guys. This is what I'm talking about, man. I can't make this stuff up, man. The new media is here, man. The new media is here. It's going to be dangerous, 420 Jenkins. It's going to be dangerous. But guys, look, I just want to come to you guys. I ain't going to take too much of your time on this Saturday evening. I just wanted to bring y'all the news. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Make sure you subscribe to Big Snacks. Because look, me and Big Snacks are going to be on y'all's head. We're going to be on y'all's neck on Saturdays. We're going to be on y'all's necks. So y'all be on the lookout for Sports Life Trio with K-Sap and Big Snacks. And we're going to rock out. We going to rock out. But look, guys, I appreciate everybody that tuned in. Appreciate all my moderators. Appreciate everybody that's in the chat. I appreciate y'all's feedback and y'all's positivity. But like I said, the new media is here. We rooting out that old media because what are they doing?
They only here to cause confusion.
Yeah, G. Bush does 3 hours, but he come on at 8 o'clock. He come on at 8 o'clock. He get off at 11, and then that's when me and Big Snacks follow up. We follow up. That's when me and Big Snacks follow up. But like I said, the times could change. We got to see how long G. Bush going. But put it this way, guys. We going on as soon as G. Bush go off. Put it that way. We going on as soon as G. Bush get off. So that'll be 12 p.m. That'll be 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Nicole. So we could probably push it back to 11:30 Central Standard Time, 12:30 Eastern Standard Time. Perfect timing. I like that, Miss Pamela. You put that right out there. Perfect timing. So guys, look forward to seeing me and Big Snacks on Saturday, but we might have a surprise show tomorrow. But you got to turn your notifications on. You don't know what's going to happen. We finna light this. We finna smoke them, baby. We finna smoke them. But I appreciate everybody that tuned in, man. Appreciate all the love and support, man. Y'all be safe, man. Enjoy your weekend. Much love. Make sure y'all say your prayers tonight. Make sure y'all say y'all's blessings. Make sure y'all tell somebody that you love them, man. And this is going to wrap up another episode of the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast. I'm your host and the man behind the mic, K-Sap. We're going to catch you on the next one. Deuces.
Thanks for listening to the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast. Be sure to subscribe, like, and share on all major platforms.